Noise podcast.
We're painfully unfunny.
It'll get funny though, eventually.
Eventually someone will laugh at it, and we'll just keep on making the joke until everybody tells us to shut up.
Exactly. Until we get canceled for making the same joke over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things we could be canceled for. All of our jokes are awful. Like, they could just culminate all of them and be like, they're just canceled for their unfunny Twitter presence, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
didn't do anything.
Like the Pog thing that we've got, it's just, that's not funny anymore.
No. But eventually...
it will be funny again.
It'll be funny again.
Because that's what happens with every meme. It becomes funny again.
Exactly. Big Chungus came back. Well, and then it died as quick as it came back.
Big Chungus is so funny, though. Like, that is peak comedy.
You seen him?
It is peak comedy right there.
It's definitely...
It's definitely a meme. So, hi. Welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Glory.
I'm Shane.
And we're going to chat about some music today. But I want to talk about, did you watch the Fall Out Boy inauguration performance? Did you guys
happened already?
Yeah, it happened last night.
I thought it was happening like when he gets inaugurated, like the night of.
No, they did it on a Sunday night because like it'd make more sense instead of doing it on the Thursday that he's getting inaugurated in like the afternoon when everybody's at work.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because I thought it was that. Apparently, no.
Well, I watched it this morning and...
my favorite song, Centuries.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
No, they're Fall Out Boy.
But, like, it was, like, you could definitely tell they haven't performed together since, like, probably, like, a couple days before that show happened because they hadn't played a concert since 2019 before that.
19.
Yeah, because they were doing, like, those promo shows for Hella Mega.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about Hella Mega.
Yeah, they're on that.
Wow.
Wow. So, like, they didn't sound the best. Mm-hmm. But at least they were all in a room together, so that was cool to see.
That's really cool.
And there was a new promo shot for their promotion for the thing, so there's like a new press shot of them circulating.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool. But yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but Weezer just announced a surprise album, so they're dropping 2 albums this year, because sadly we still get Van Weezer.
I think Van Weezer's gonna be good.
I hope so. I like the lead single off of it.
Yeah, that was the best single they've dropped.
Yeah.
They've only dropped like 3.
They didn't get to drop very many before they just said, we're delaying the album for a year.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you know what? Since we delayed this album, we'll give you a whole nother one. And
why not?
I just hope it doesn't suck.
I think... you're right. It hasn't been a very good year for older bands like Green Day.
And they dropped the first single on a Sunday.
See, I didn't even catch that. Was it on the playlist?
No, they drop it next Sunday.
Oh, okay. I was like, I missed that.
They drop a single and then that album comes out that Friday.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's interesting, but I don't know. The album artwork is a little rough looking, and the title, Okay Human. Like,
okay, what?
Okay Human?
Is that like Okay Robot?
Yeah, I guess like Rivers had like a stroke and was like, okay, human. And that was the album title. But I don't know. I didn't really look into like track lists or anything. I couldn't get into the website because it was too hard. But I saw some screenshots on Twitter. And
the track, not the track list. The album art looks cool.
Yeah, it's cooler than Van Weezer.
Oh yeah. Oh, easily.
That was done in like that was done in Snapchat, like the All American Rejects one. That single art.
12 songs.
Yeah, it's like it's an actual album. Like it's not just an EP to hold people over. This is like, we delayed a record, so here's another one, because they're the kings of dropping an album every year for like 10 years in a row anyway. So 2 albums in a year is probably nothing for them. Like they had this done probably years ago.
Oh, this is just like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they're just dropping this one, so then it's like they don't miss a year. Like they've been dropping one every year, so then it's like this is catching up for 2019 or 20, whatever year was before this one, 2020 and 2021. So then Van Weezer is coming out later this year, right?
It's still coming out on May 8th or whatever. They tweeted that today.
Okay.
So it's interesting to see them drop 2 albums within like 5 months span. I just think that's a little interesting, but at least the Weezer fans are getting fed. I mean, we'll talk about it and hopefully it's good, but
it doesn't have the funny Weezer cover though.
No, neither of them do.
I'm really sad about that. I haven't experienced my first like Weezer cover, funny Weezer cover yet.
I think they might have moved past that. They've matured as musicians and album art creators.
I thought you'd like to know that Vanavoid liked our tweet of us saying, click this to see us bang these bands' moms. No, I'm embarrassed.
They also tweeted out something that if you pre-save the single that we're going to talk about, because we're late to talk about the single, they would follow you. So I said, hey, oomph, and then they just didn't follow us. Like, okay. Tyler, did you hate us that much when we interviewed you? Like, come on. We had a grand old time with him for like the 10 minutes we talked to him, because it was like a speed round interview.
It was, yeah.
So you want to talk about music now?
No.
Okay. So Hazing Over dropped a new single, Jock. They were previously known as Shin Guard, but they rebranded and they're like Hazing Over, because I guess Shin Guard was too stupid, which I kind of agree. And I like this song like a lot. This is what I want to see from a deathcore revival in 2021. Hazing Over leading the path in a deathcore revival. Because that's what the world needs right now. Since we can't leave our house, we can all just mosh in our house simultaneously. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it was violent, because that's what I expected. I don't know. The growls were impressive, I guess. To me, like, this isn't to be offensive to like any deathcore, metalcore, whatever core you are. Just like if you growl, shut up. Is that like country metal? Anyways, it's just like all like growls sound the same to me, because they're all just like, that's like it.
That's valid, yeah. I mean, you're
like,
right.
Pulses, but they don't really growl. They just kind of like, not like shriek, but it's kind of like in the middle where it's kind of like still kind of like singy a little, but it's still like your scream. I don't know what their band identifies as, but like it's a core.
People call them swancore, but they hate that.
I don't even know what swancore is.
I don't either. It's like Dance Gavin Dance's exclusive genre, because Dance Gavin Dance is that cool.
They have their own. They created their own genre. Yeah. It's like crabcore.
Yeah. Except crabcore, so good. 10 out of 10.
What's the next animal? That's, you think?
Giraffecore.
Giraffecore? What band is gonna lead that?
I think Hazing Over will actually lead Giraffecore. So if you guys are watching this, that's your genre now.
Mm-hmm. You are now assigned to Giraffecore, and that's it. That's the only thing. So yeah, they dropped that single. Hail the Sun dropped a new single, Domino.
I saw a lot of people excited for this, and like I thought this was pretty good. My only gripe on this one is that it was locked in at over 4 minutes long, so it kind of lost me there, as most long singles do. Typically those songs aren't bad in like an album sense, because like you're invested in the record, but when I'm just listening to singles, an almost 5 minute long single is not what I want to be listening to.
It's hard to take in.
Yeah, so I mean, it was good. I enjoyed it, but like towards the end there, you lost me. I was falling asleep driving anyway, so I was more focused on.
I don't think that's their fault.
Well, no, it's not their fault. I'm just saying I was already falling asleep, so
it wasn't helping.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I actually enjoyed this single because it's like it's the type of like, it's not metal. It's just kind of like there. I don't know what genre that is.
Like, yeah, the their genre is just alt.
Is that alt? I like this.
It's actually monkeycore. That's just the their genre.
No. I'm thinking more like sealcore.
Okay, I could get behind that.
Sealcore. Yeah.
I could get behind that. This new gag isn't funny.
No, but we're gonna continue.
We're gonna keep doing it.
We have to commit. I thought this was good. I really enjoyed it. And
banger.
Is this leading up to anything, or is this just a
album at some point? I think they might have announced it because the Equal Vision Records Discord server kept on pinging about record vinyl pressing, so I think they've got something coming out. But I don't know the date off the top of my head.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Of Mice and Men dropped a single, Obsolete. I like this big roar, growl, scream, and they've got an EP coming out. I've been meaning to listen to Of Mice and Men, so like this is perfect. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll finally listen to them.
Yeah.
That's my review.
That was a great review.
Thank you.
Every time I see the name of Mice and Men, I always, for some reason, connect it to like Mobo and Slaughter Beach Dog.
That's
Um,
cute.
so, because I don't know, it fits in that the little box of just like, ah. And then I listen to it, and every single time I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that. So it was there. They screamed, and I was like,
You were screaming.
okay, you're screaming.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm
Yeah.
great at this review stuff. Dude.
Oh my god, we're so good at this job.
Definitely have a future in this.
Oh my god, yeah. Taking over the world, talking about music.
Wait, why is there... Wait, okay, ignore that one. I'm moving it. There you go.
Oh, sick. I get to talk about trap now.
Oh, wait, shoot. No, skip that one up. Wait.
Just start talking.
Wait, okay. Hayley Williams put out a cover. I'm putting it here because I had it set so I could talk about Zayn. So Hayley Williams put out a cover, Teardrop. I didn't know it was a cover, so I didn't listen to the original. But I thought this was really good.
This is really good. This is, I mean, I liked Hayley Williams' album, but this song was really good. I know it's not hers, but I liked her spin on it. So she's one talented individual, whether you like that or not. So whether you like the album or not, this was good.
Yes.
And I just like how she keeps on putting out content.
I'm crying. Oh my god.
You're crying because the song was that good.
It was so good. Tears to my eyes.
I just like that she keeps on putting out content throughout the pandemic and everything, and we're constantly talking about her and bringing up that fucking album. Week. It's like every single week. I saw her in the title last week. I'm like, what the fuck did we talk about? And it just clicked that she dropped that Self Serenades EP at the end of last year.
Yeah.
I'm like, god damn, this woman just doesn't stop.
She does not stop.
So Shallow Pools dropped a new single, Ice Water.
I didn't get to talk about.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah. You said you liked it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna defend myself because I
Oh yeah, I didn't like the Hayley Williams auntie here.
No. I love Hayley Williams. I like Paramore, and I like her voice and how she spins covers and just like her music. I just didn't like the album. That's it. I like her music though, and I like her voice, and I like her production. I like her vibe. The album was just not it. This was it.
This was it.
So if she wrote this song, that would have been great. And I would have been like, that's my favorite Hayley Williams song, next to the horse. Funny horse, stupid horse,
dead horse,
dead horse.
Yeah, dead horse is a banger.
Very good one.
So true. Okay.
Anyways,
now,
there you go.
Shallow Pools dropped a single, Ice Water.
So good. So
please
true.
miss just once. I'm begging you. I am begging you to miss just once. This is so fucking good.
So good. I didn't expect it. Like, I knew it was gonna be good, obviously, but it's just like when it started playing, it immediately caught my attention, and it kept my attention throughout the entire thing. It was long enough to still be a good size song that you don't like say, oh man, why did it end so early? But it was also short enough where I'm able to digest it and actually remember it. So perfect.
So good.
Perfect.
I mean, I was very excited for the Chapel single that's coming out, but I forgot. So I wound up staying up for this song entirely at 12 o'clock. And I was like, that was well worth staying up until 12 o'clock for, because this song was really, really fucking
so
good. So yeah. And they got signed to some label, ESI Records or whatever. So that's
as
cool.
They should.
Banger.
Here, I'm gonna skip it this upcoming one so you can talk about it. Because I know you want to talk about it so bad.
I want to talk about it so bad.
Just make sure to give me Zayn, because I want to talk about Zayn.
I got
so Chapel put out a new single, Pillow Talk. The bass line. Can we talk about the bass line?
Please miss just once. I am begging you guys.
Every single song they've put out, just from their debut EP to Friends, Mushy Gushy, and this new one, so good.
So good.
Like, obviously, like, Mushy Gushy is their best single so far, but this is a very close second. I don't remember Friends enough to put it in there, but very, very good. The bass line alone,
I sent you a teaser. I was like, dude, this bass line.
You gotta look at this bass line. And I was like, this bass line. And you were like, yep, this bass line.
So true.
So true.
Yeah, this bass line and just everything about the song. I agree with Corey, though. I think Mushy Gushy is the best single off of this.
I have a nosebleed. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. Continue.
Off of this upcoming record. Gloria's dying over there. And yeah, I don't know I'm supposed to continue to carry the conversation, but I can't talk to myself. So I'm just
You're
here
doing
now.
great.
Thank you,
You're doing
Glory.
great. Just give me a
Well, I'll talk about Trapped while Glory is over there covering up her nosebleed or whatever. There's also a spider on my wall now, so if I'm looking up, I'm making sure the spider isn't going to kill me.
Oh my god, what kind of spider is it? House spider, wolf spider,
Homie, I don't know.
daddy
It better
longlegs?
stay all the way up there, because if it comes any closer to me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
leaving the fucking room and I'm going out there and gonna scream to my mic.
Okay. Yeah, just yeah, just do it from across the room, and
Yeah.
it'll be okay.
So Trapped dropped a
What?
single Fire. We should probably just disclaimer. Fuck these guys.
I
We
hate
just
Trapped
think,
so
we
much.
just think it's funny to shit on them at this point.
So bad.
So-
We're not even gonna talk about the single. We're just gonna say we hate Traps so much.
So fucking bad.
So bad.
Like I listened to the song. I even watched the music video because
Why would
I
you
wasn't
give them a view?
I wasn't subscribed to the YouTube channel, but it's still YouTube. For some reason still put it in my recommended.
They know you're a Trap stan.
They know it. They know I own the Headstrong vinyl. They just
God.
know. So I listen.
Headstrong vinyl.
The music video was so bad, and the song
bad.
was so bad. And Chris Taylor Brown would make for a great country artist. Like his
Chris
vocals.
Taylor Brown should just stop.
I agree.
Just stop doing anything. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Just
That's
stop.
it. So bad. I hate it so much. I hate the band so much. Chris Taylor Brown, if you see this, I hate you. That's all I gotta say.
You know,
Thank you.
I think the best part is they're so rich and famous, but I went on their website and they
so
have
rich and famous.
They have at the bottom of their website like management and booking and press. And guess what? They don't have a management team. And Chris Taylor Brown,
They're DIY.
Chris Taylor Brown does their booking through an iCloud email.
iCloud?
Does their press through an iCloud email. Not like very many people are hitting up that iCloud email, but I just think it's funny that like everybody nowadays uses like Gmail or like some of the more professional people will use like Outlook, but typically those end with like their own business at the end. And this motherfucker's using iCloud.
I forgot iCloud existed, to be completely honest.
The spider's moved a lot since the last
See,
time
you're looking at your spider, and I'm looking at my guinea pig.
Yeah, homie, it was over here, and now it's over here.
Ooh, it's coming to make its debut on the podcast.
It better like just keep on walking that way so that I don't actually.
Oh my god, we're
anymore.
Gonna see it in the back.
I'll shit my pants if it falls on me.
Oh my god, wait. Vanavoid dropped a new single, Bloodline. I just want to say, I grew up watching Anthony Amarim and Frank, Crank That Frank. He's taking a break on YouTube now, I'm pretty sure, and I was devastated when I heard that. But it was to pursue this.
He's pursuing this project, and it's working out, I think.
And I'm actually very happy he took a break from YouTube, because if we're going to get more of this, dude, you're doing great. This is great. And it's so weird hearing him like scream, because it's like he sounds like him. You know, you could hear it's him.
You know it's him, yeah.
Exactly. And it's just like, oh my god, that's my childhood.
That's your childhood screaming in your ear.
And it's good.
Yeah.
So good job. Good job.
I like this single a lot, but my personal favorite is still Outcast. There's just something about it. Like, it's just so aggressive and in your face. And I mean, all the singles have been good and heavy, but that one is just like takes the cake on like in your face, like will blow your eardrums out if you listen to it too loud. But I just, man, I like this project, and I hate that I like this project as much as I do.
Why?
Because like it's Crank That Frank, it's the funny guy, you know.
I know, but
like, and I didn't grow up watching him because I wasn't like one of those 12-year-old Stannies riding chippers watching Crank That Frank at 2 a.m.
That was a thing.
That was you.
I forgot riding was a thing.
Yeah.
I was not a riding chipper.
Thank God.
I was never a riding shipper.
Thank God.
My lowest moment was being a Larry shipper.
Yikes.
That's it. That's the only one. Okay.
Quarantine hit you hard, man.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. But I've recovered. I'm back. It's okay.
You're human
anyways,
again.
Stream Vanavoid.
Yeah,
Very
I agree.
Good. They need to come on the podcast so I can have my full circle moment, like how I did with Anthony, because that was a trip.
What's
So
up?
let's do it again.
What's
let's
up?
almost
Yeah.
black out again. That was good. That was good.
Citizen dropped a single, I Want to Kill You.
So true.
Off that name alone, I love this single. The spider's moving. It went from here and it's down in the corner. I don't fucking like it here.
I'm trying to find it in the playlist so I can listen to it so then I can remember. Because I listen to everything. Oh, this one! Just by the cover alone, I really liked this one a lot. I need to listen to more of Citizen because there was so much anger in this playlist this week that this was just a very nice, like, calming, road trippy type, very nice song.
Yeah, it was very good. I saw it all over the timeline. I was like, yeah, we got to talk about this for sure.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Citizen's a big band, right?
They're like up there with like Slaughter Beach Dog kind of size. They might be a little bit bigger than them, but they're like top of the emo thing right now. I would say one of those bands. I don't know much about emo, but I would say that they're up there because I've heard their name tossed around before.
Yeah, I recognize their name, which is why I was asking. Yeah. No FX and Avenged Sevenfold dropped a new single. Line William. The
spider's on this wall now.
Oh my god. It's going to look at the Good Noise podcast poster.
Yeah, it's walking right towards it. I don't know which way it's going to go. It better go around the top so it doesn't come near me because I'll shit my pants, dude. I'll be
Just kill it.
I can't.
Sorry.
I definitely want to kill it, but I don't have any tissues near me.
Do you not have like a book?
I got my history book right here.
There you go.
I mean,
that's all you
it'll
need.
rock the house.
Oh my god, that's a history book. Ah!
Well, it's dead now.
Yay!
Swag! Shane kills a spider live on air.
Yay! Anyways, this song was good. I expected it to be like a lot heavier for some reason. Like the name Avenged Sevenfold just like holds so much power that it just feels like it'd be like a screamo kind of song, but it wasn't, and I enjoyed it. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard their name tossed around with like those other like scene-ish bands, but they're not as heavy as all the bands that they're kind of tossed around with, and they've definitely gone more mainstream as the years have gone on. So I like this song though. Sam kept on being like, dude, you gotta talk about this, you gotta talk about this, you gotta talk. She reminded me like 3 or 4 times about this fucking song. So it's like, okay, fine, fuck it, we'll talk about this goddamn song. So I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam, for the recommendation.
Very good. So true.
Holding Abstinence dropped a single, Afterlife.
Absence
Dropped a single, Afterlife. We know I can't read.
It's okay. At least it's not
Gorzillas, not that again.
That was a highlight.
That's a highlight of the entire podcast, man.
Yeah. I still need to make that highlight reel. Remember when I said I was going to do it that one weekend, and I just said, "Hey, remember that?" Hello.
You're like,
good night.
Absolutely not. I like this song. It was heavy, but I think out of like the 2 very heavy tracks on this playlist of like bands I haven't heard of before, I liked Hazing Over a little bit more than this, but this song was still very good and was a little bit more melodic than some of the other things on this playlist. Not so in your face.
Definitely. Melodic is the right way to put it. Again, I prefer when it's like there's balance. It's not just like the tweet that you sent today. I can't listen to that music.
I'm gonna listen to that album later.
It's literally just like all scream, and it's like there's nothing there. It's just like it's cool if you listen to that. Just me personally, I can't because
that's so valid.
I don't get
that
it.
Is like literally just early Asking Alexandria ripoff right there, and I live for that shit.
You just need more of it. That's why people make it.
Yeah, I need more of it. So I'm going back to 2012 tonight. I'm gonna go listen to that fucking album.
Go for it, dude.
Oh, I am.
It's just this was good. I enjoyed it. Melodic is the perfect way to put it. If you're gonna make scream music, at least make it melodic and at least add some like regular quote unquote singing so then it balances it. Like Pulses, because they have like the singing and then they have this. Pulses is my favorite like
Gloria's just a
core
walking
band.
Yeah, Gloria's just a walking Pulses.
I love them so much. Because they did it perfectly, in my opinion. They are like my perfect core metalcore, whatever they identify as.
They're like, I mean, a more broad genre would be like post-hardcore for them. So they're not so much in like a metal type thing as more of like a hardcore. But those genres cross over so fucking much that it really doesn't matter if you're going to compare a metalcore band to a a post-hardcore band. They're fucking. It's the same genre. Like, come on. Like one.
It's all core.
One is more like beatdown than the other. Like when you
like
get
beatdown is in like smack in the face.
Yeah, like the real hardcore bands are like you go to a show and like you're probably gonna die.
Oh, you're not coming back from that show.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Well, anyways, this was good. Ascent Like Wolves dropped a new single, Poison.
So I've seen this name a lot, mostly because I stalk the Adam Spiller PR website like 12 times a day, and Amy does PR for them.
I love Amy.
So I've seen this name a lot, and I saw they dropped a new single. I was like, okay, fine, we'll fucking listen to it. And they've dropped a bunch, and they've got an album coming out soon. But just based off the single alone, which is the only Ascent Like Wolves song I've ever heard, I'm personally like very excited for this record. This song was really, really good. Like, again,
if you like I'm gonna keep using that word again, melodic, like scream, whatever, hardcore, whatever this is.
We taught Gloria a new word today.
Exactly, and that's all I'm gonna be using for the rest of the year. But if you like this type of music, you will if you like that type of music, you will definitely like this song or this band, because I feel like I should now listen to them, even though it's like I say that, but I know I'm just gonna go back to Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator for the rest of the day, night, week. But this was good. Oh my god, my guinea pig keeps moving her house. She's gone around in circles twice now. I don't know why. She's bored. Anyways,
so the Foo Fighters dropped a single.
You gotta say what I put.
The Foo Fighters dropped a single.
They're canceled, right?
I don't think so. No.
Wait, shoot, sorry.
No,
never mind.
I don't think so.
Wait, who was the one that was canceled?
I tweeted about it on my private the other. So Foo Fighters dropped a single, "Waiting on a War." I was not expecting them to drop the acoustic track as a single for this album, because I've been liking the vibe, you know, like how they're finally like changing up that sound just a little bit, and it's not just another Foo Fighters record, you know. Like No Shame was just a completely different sound, or whatever the name of that track is, and then the last single was a little bit more Foo Fighters sounding, and this was just a standard Foo Fighters acoustic track in my opinion.
SpongeBob smoking weed.
You doing all right over there, Glory?
No, I'm looking at your tweets. I'm trying to figure it out. They were like literally just canceled. And it was like, who's gonna tell TikTok that they were canceled? We just spoke about them like last week. They have a similar name, I think. I don't know. All bands' names are the same to me.
Oh, I don't know.
They're all words.
Yeah, I don't. Oh,
like, what is it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
We literally just I'm gonna go to our last we spoke about, and I'm gonna look for it. I thought this song was good. That's all I gotta say.
Now you've got me.
Oh wait, here, I'm gonna go to our Instagram, because I don't post whatever on there.
What the fuck are you even? Alright, I'm gonna keep fucking.
Here, I'm just looking at our we spoke about the Front Bottoms.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was thinking of. Sorry,
yeah, not.
I didn't mean to call you the Pooh Fighters.
Yeah, I'm like, the Foo Fighters are like, they haven't done anything that we know of. They're just here vibing, dropping albums every couple of years.
Exactly. I got them mixed up with the Front Bottoms. You know,
fuck the Front Bottoms.
Exactly. So true. Pale Waves dropped a new single, Easy. I remember liking this.
You said what in the 2011?
That was them. Yeah. Oh my god. It was like when people were starting to experiment with like pop but rock at the same time, but really leaning on the pop. Oh my god, it brought me back. I miss that era. So good, so true.
Pale Waves has been a band that I've heard a lot about and then just never listened to.
Here, so just give me a second.
Okay. I just never listened to them. So I finally got around to it with this song, and I like this a lot. As Glory said, it was like that 2011, we're going to experiment with pop sound, and I liked it. It was pop.
It was very good. I enjoyed it.
It was like an alt pop, which is my kind of pop, man. If you throw alt in front of it, I probably like it, because I'm not I can't just listen to regular pop, man. That messes with the genres, you know.
Oh my god, yeah, messes
with my brain.
The brain. Yeah, this was good. Good job, Pale Waves.
Yes. Paper Jackets dropped a new single, A Bad Company. We chatted with Paper Jackets. You can find that on our YouTube channel and everywhere else. I like this song. The back and forth and everything, and this is just a very good pop song. I just said I can't listen to pop, but here I am saying this is a very good pop song.
It's one of the good ones.
Yeah, this is one of the good ones. Like, this is something that if you turn on the radio, like, you know what, I've already heard this 6,000 times, but I'll listen to this one more time.
It's like the opposite of High Hopes.
Yeah. Sam made me listen to High Hopes today.
I saw that and I was like, why would they do that to you?
No, it wasn't very swag of them.
Yeah. Frank Iero, the king, dropped a new EP, Heaven is a Place, This is a Place. So true. I don't know what that means, but so true, King. Speak your truth.
True.
Okay, firstly, I'm just gonna say this. Frank, I love you. I didn't like Barriers. This EP, on the other hand, very good. Thank you for, I know it's your style, but thank you for not doing like the puberty, like that vocal effect thing that he does. Thank you for not doing that as much in this EP, because I personally cannot listen to that because it frustrates me. But this was very, very good. So thank you, Frank. Thank you. We love you.
Yeah, I agree with Gloria. I mean, there are definitely a couple of songs on Barriers that, like, if I had to say here's my songs on Barriers, I could probably make like an EP out of it. Yeah, of like my favorite songs on Barriers. But I mean, most of it was just like, I don't really like this. This EP though, very fucking good.
Very good.
This is like
top tier.
This is what I wanted from Barriers from the start, and to see him put out another release with the same project name was interesting, because he hasn't done that in forever.
Yeah, he usually just moves on after every
it's like the release, same people, right? It's the same people, but he'll change the name of the project.
Yeah.
And I know his style is like muddy and sludgy sounding music, but this
sometimes it gets too much.
Oh, it's too much. But this time it was so polished sounding compared to his other works. I was like, this is really fucking good. I haven't really, really, really enjoyed a Frank Iero solo project since Pensy Prep, which really isn't a solo project, but it's like Frank's own project. He does vocals on it and everything. So
it's not MCR.
Yeah.
What you're saying. Yeah.
So I mean, to say that, I'm just glad I got a modern day Frank EP album thing that I enjoy. But like I said, like Moto Pop and Young and Doomed are like straight bangers off of
bangers.
Yeah, is it Young and Doomed? I don't, the single, the lead single off the album, whatever that one was. That was so good. So yeah.
I still don't get the title, but Heaven is a Place, This is a Place. You're a place, I'm a place, everyone's a place.
You know what, Frank? Speak your truth.
Speak your magic words, funny man. So I got that wrong.
I think this is one of the highlights of this week. To say the least.
I'm so proud.
So proud of Frank. Speaking of proud, Beach Bunny dropped an EP, Blame Game.
So
this
true.
Is so fucking good. This is so good. Fuck.
I love it. So, like, not a bad track at all. Usually that's really hard to get. I don't know how, but it's just like usually I'm able to pick out like one track off of an EP or album that I'm just not a fan of that I have to skip. This one, I listened to it twice.
Oh shit.
Twice. I was like, oh my god, this is good. I gotta listen to it again. My favorite is the last one. I'm pretty sure it's the title track. Blame Game. I think so. Very good. I'm so proud. You saw they were on Kimmel, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see him. I was planning on watching them on the big screen, but I got the dates wrong, and I was ready the day after they did it. And I looked at it and I was like, oh shoot.
I just watched a performance on YouTube.
I should do that.
Yeah. I was like, wow, Lily, you go. And the rest of Beach Bunny, you guys go as well. But Lily, you go. I'm
sorry, we don't know you.
We don't know you. But you go.
Join the next interview.
Join the next interview. But speaking of interview, we did chat with Lily. And the interview has been one of our top viewed since this EP came out. So it'll probably be higher up in the search results. But go find it. It's we chatted with Lily before the EP came out. Not about the EP though. We chatted about the previous album. Yeah. Which, speaking of which, I'm liking the genre change
Yes,
I'm
me too.
hoping that they
It's a
stick
lot
with
more.
that.
It's a lot more alternative, but they still have their really poppy, just kind of like twist to it. And I
They
feel like it's more mature, also.
there's because it was like that first the album that they put out last year was more of like slower
Mm-hmm.
indie kind of thing, like in your feels kind of music with like a
Very
couple of
sad, yeah. I
pop
mean, she did
tracks.
say she
Yeah,
was sad. Her
yeah, like
headspace was
yeah,
sad.
but like
So
there were definitely like a couple of pop tracks, and you could kind of see where the direction of the project was heading. But to see them go like full blown pop on it
yeah,
on an EP was nice. And I'm appreciating the genre change. So hoping that they keep with it.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Very
I
exciting.
could keep listening to Beach Bunny if that's the case. I can't listen to like Honeymoon more than like once
I
or
could,
twice,
I
but
could listen to Honeymoon.
I could get behind this EP and
Yeah,
whatever follows it if they keep up with that.
yeah.
Go
That CP
metal
was
though,
really good.
like I need a really
Go
like
metal.
deathcore track.
I would cry, but I'd listen to it because it's
You'd be
Lily,
like,
you know.
go Lily, go,
Go Lily, go!
go,
Oh my god, go!
you growl, let's go.
I don't know. Oh my god, no. AFI dropped an EP, Twisted Tongues. Let me just look at the track list for this.
Yeah,
So
this was like a double single kind of thing, Twisted Tongues and Escape from Los Angeles. And I saw a lot of hype for this on the timeline. I mean, I thought it was pretty good, but it wasn't my favorite. Like, I started listening to it when it came out on Friday, and I wound up just kind of turning it off because it kind of didn't catch my attention.
Oh, this one, yes.
But after like listening to it again, because I have to like listen to the entire track to be able to chat about it to some extent.
Yeah.
So after listening to the entire track, I found it enjoyable, but not something that like if I sat down and like AFI is in front of me and some other band that I've like probably never heard of is in front of me, like I'll probably just go listen to that other band instead of these two singles. So I'm hoping that the album itself winds up being a little bit more accessible and enjoyable.
Okay, well, I'm here to say the exact opposite. I actually really enjoyed the CP or bundle because it's only 2 songs. I just put EP because it was bundled together and it wasn't like 2 separate singles.
Yeah, it was just a double single thing that they did.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoyed it. My favorite was the second track, which is the Escape from LA, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. I like this genre a lot. If we had more of this genre, I'd be very happy. But no, we're stuck with deathcore.
My bad.
That's it. So that's all I gotta say.
So Smile Empty Soul dropped an EP, Songs for the Quarantine Mind. These were all slower tracks, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing I found from this EP when I was listening to it, maybe it's just because I'm running on 5 hours of sleep, but the thing I got from this EP is that the first couple of tracks were like that slow song that you find in the middle of an album.
Mm-hmm.
And then those last
started off with that.
Yeah, like those middle album slow songs that like you probably I personally probably fucking hate because you slow down the album and fuck you. And then those last couple of songs on the EP were those like ending track slow songs that you get on records.
Yeah,
so
where they're kind of like cinematic, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got from the EP. Like it gave you that's what my delirious mind was telling me. The first couple of tracks were like those middle slow songs, and the last couple of tracks for the closing slow songs. I don't know. I'm sharing with the class what my brain's telling me.
Well, you're definitely. Yep.
I'm struggling over here, man.
I thought this EP was good for some reason with the name "Songs for the Quarantine Mind." I'd expected I went into the podcast playlist just expecting deathcore today. But it's just "Songs for the Quarantine Mind" just sounded like such a heavy album or EP name because it just sounds like quarantine sucks. Let's yell about it, you know?
Yeah.
Literally, it just sounds like brainwash type of I don't know, whatever. But I don't know. I went in expecting deathcore, metalcore, and got acoustic, soft vibes. It was good.
Yeah.
Just not what I went in expecting. But that's better than what I expected because I probably wouldn't have liked it.
Valid.
So, yeah, that's it. Death Cab for Cutie dropped an EP, the Georgia EP. I really liked this.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. It was a nice, relaxed thing. They had some covers on here. They had some originals. The Waterfall song, I haven't heard that song in forever since I last listened to the radio. So it's like, holy shit, this is bringing it back hard.
Wait, these were just re-recorded?
these were covers and also some newer songs, covers of other songs, covers, and then re-recordings and whatnot. And I was like, shit, man. I mean, this is all right. I enjoyed it. It was all stripped back though, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I did like the EP. It's just it kind of lost my interest
Mm-hmm.
midway. So I
Yeah.
did kind of like skip the rest of it. I got like halfway through and then I couldn't.
I was like, yeah, towards the end, I was like, man, this is kind of getting hard to listen to because I know Death Cab for Cutie isn't like isn't typically like this, but just this EP in general was like, I know for like a Death Cab for Cutie fan, like this is like, holy shit, they put out new music kind of thing.
Oh my
but
god,
I
they're
mean,
alive.
Yeah, for just a casual listener, this was rough to get through.
Yeah, but it started off well, I think. It's just near the middle, it just really lost my interest and I just had to skip it.
So Just Friends dropped an EP, JF Crew Volume 1.
So true.
Not to be confused with Volume 0. Laugh at my joke.
You did my joke. That's the joke I usually do. You took it.
I took your joke because I'm blurry today.
Oh my god, you're right. Wait, does that mean I'm supposed to like... your joke sucked. I don't know.
Unfunny.
Unfunny. Try again.
So they had a remix on here. They had an acoustic track and they had a cover. I think the cover was my favorite, but all these are pretty good. I mean, the remix wasn't like a melt your brain explosion thing, which some remixes are. So I appreciate that. It was listenable.
Which is, it's usually hard to come across that.
Yeah,
nowadays,
typically
people want to stand out so much with a remix that they just overdo it.
It's like, what
they deep fry it.
They're like, wait, you had a song that you remixed?
There's a song under this,
and then like it's just shit all over it.
Exactly, deep fried it.
Yeah.
God. No, but it was good. I really enjoyed this EP. It was I'm pretty sure it ended the podcast playlist off.
Because I added it last minute. I was like, oh shit, that's right. That's all.
That was it.
Yeah, that was like, oh
like
shit, that came out.
Something.
No, oh shit, that came out this week. And I was like, oh fuck, I should add that. Glory's not done yet.
No, it was good. I enjoyed it. Oh, Hail the Sun dropped a reimagined EP called, guess what it's called?
Reimagined.
Oh
my god.
It was just a reimagined EP. I thought it was good.
My only gripe is that they called it reimagined, but not all the songs were actually like reimagined. That some of them were just like acoustic tracks, and that grinds on my last nerve because there's a difference here. We're like experts at this shit now.
We are, yep.
Because we've listened to way too many, and a reimagined track is not just acoustic guitar.
Or piano. I'm crossing that out too. I used to give you slack for just using piano, just like fine, whatever, it's different. No,
I'll give them a little bit of slack because there were some songs that had like a completely different beat put over it, or like an acoustic guitar and another instrument or something.
Oh, a triangle.
And I was like, holy shit, this is really cool. And then there were a couple, like the EP opened really cool. And then it was just like there was an acoustic guitar track after that. I'm like, you guys called this a reimagined EP? Did the label say you needed another song on here? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like, did you mean to put in parentheses acoustic? Like, did something get mixed up here? And like, I don't know.
Like, what happened?
I'm not a Hail the Sun fan, so like I haven't heard the originals of these tracks, but the ones that were actually reimagined, I'll give them points for, and I enjoyed those. But the ones that were just acoustic tracks, those can go fuck themselves. I would just like to say that this supposed dead spider is no longer on the wall.
It probably fell off.
So if I die, you know why. The spider came and got me. Revenge.
Oh my god. I do want to say, I think we should set a bar for Reimagined now, where it's like you have to include more than maybe like 2 instruments to make it actually reimagined.
It's not even that. It's just like, don't sit like no acoustic guitar. That's not
that doesn't count.
Like
that's just acoustic.
And I really hope, because Mr. Highwind has a reimagined track coming out this Friday, and I will 100% slander all over it if it's just like acoustic guitar, man. Like I'm telling you right now, I will rip this guy a new one if it's just an acoustic guitar. And he'll text me and go, "You were really rude about my new single on the podcast." And I go, "I know."
I had to back up what I was saying on the last week.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You might be related to me, but I am still a hardcore, big time music critic and have to give my true opinion on the podcast.
God, it's just Reimagined is like, even though we didn't like it, like what? Oh my god, what did they do? They did like we don't. Well, you don't like them. I like them. It's a Half Alive. Half
Yeah,
Alive.
they did that
Their
like
thing.
orchestra thing.
Exactly. I wasn't a fan of it because that's already kind of their sound or their origin. You know, it's kind of already the baseline of their music.
Mm-hmm.
But it was reimagined, or what Motionless in White did, reimagined.
With those
they take it
motion picture things. Yeah,
exactly. They take it a completely different direction. It isn't just like stripped back, because that's what it's stripped back. It's not.
Or even in like what Grayscale did with their
Yes.
barbershop thingies. But yeah, just I don't know. It's just that it's become so oversaturated with bands not being able to get in the studio to record full lengths or actual EPs.
Fair. Yeah.
It's just like it's just so oversaturated now. With the acoustic bullshit, it used to be like a treat. Like you drop an album and then like your big single, you drop like a remix of it, you drop an acoustic track of it.
I didn't expect this.
Yeah, like oh shit. But now it's like everybody's like, okay, so we did an entire acoustic EP of the last album. It's now all acoustic. Take a listen, because we can't get in the studio, and it's almost like an acoustic an acoustic EP just screams, we don't have new music coming anytime soon.
Exactly, where this is just a buffer.
Yeah.
Well, just drop the demos. I feel like if bands, if you're gonna put out an acoustic EP of just stuff you've already, if it's new acoustic stuff, that's great. But if it's just an EP of acoustic stuff that's already out, just avoid that and maybe just drop demos, or just like, you know, something new that you wouldn't expect, because demos can be like polar opposite from the actual outcome of the song.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, now we shit all over acoustic EPs, but the only one I can actually give credit to is something like the State Champs one, because they did covers of their songs, and then they also did a couple of newer tracks. So like you said, if you are going to do something acoustic, a couple of new tracks in there, even if just one, is going to give you bonus points, at least in my book. I mean, we're just two stupid teenagers on the internet talking about music, and people are for some reason watching. So
I don't know why. We're just saying stuff.
We're just here. But yeah, I mean, this EP, like I said, the songs that were actually reimagined and had something added to them, I enjoyed. But the acoustic guitar ones, I'm sick of it at this point. I really am, because it's every week. It's like two or three.
Literally, that's what every band is doing. Like, I get it if you're like a smaller artist and that like literally is all you can do, because maybe you don't have the opportunity to use like a studio at the time because it's Corona. But it's like, if you're a bigger artist and you have the money, you have your own personal studio, and you're like, okay, so I'm gonna avoid putting out an actual reimagined thing, even though I have all the tools and material to do that. I'm just gonna sit down with my acoustic guitar and strip it back a little bit.
Or what Trivium did, which is we recorded the acoustic guitar and then we couldn't get our vocalist to re-record the vocals.
We just copy and paste it over. Oh yeah. Again, I would like to apologize to Alex
Gascard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still feel bad about that, because it was so good. I thought they just took the vocals and just put it on. You're like, no, that was.
No, they recorded that live. Like,
and I was like, oh shoot, you're good then.
Yeah.
Even though like we knew, but it's just like
we even knew that they're pretty good, even if that album might have been a little bit of a flop.
Okay, I like that.
We're not gonna have this conversation again.
Nope.
Mayday Parade dropped a live EP, live at Screaming Eagle. We talked about the EP when they dropped it, and that's what they played, like the EP and then the single, I think, that they dropped at the beginning of last year. This was cool. I mean, I honestly, I preferred some of the live versions over those EP versions, but really I just was like, this is standard Mayday Parade. When I talked about the EP, that didn't mean the EP was bad. It was just, I get sick of the Mayday Parade formula. So this was something new, and I've missed all their live streams. So, to get to hear some of it was cool. And they even left in little bits and pieces of Derek talking, which was adorable.
Adorable.
Yeah,
this was good. Mayday Parade seems like a very good live band now, and
they are.
The world opens back up. I would like to see them, even though I know I will probably chicken out and just save my money for like the festival or something.
I mean, they're so good live. They are so good live.
I'd like to debate on. I might go to the like how I did with Youngblood, where I was like, oh no, I'm definitely going to see them, and then I didn't.
I mean, they're such a good live band. I'm telling you.
It's done very good. Like, it stood up. And I feel like I prefer their live stuff over studio. Even though their studio's good, it's just it had more like energy live,
like
obviously.
I've said like they're my least favorite band because I love A Lesson in Romantics more than anything. But
that's the Umbrella one, right?
And I've seen them live twice and I absolutely adore them live. Like every single time they come through Jersey, I will 100% go see them, but that doesn't mean I'm going to listen to them anymore because they play the same songs live anyway.
Yeah.
So like it really doesn't matter. Like I know the songs that they play live. I've listened to the other albums enough where like I know what to expect if they were to pull something out of their ass. But like I don't know, I'm a Lesson in Romantics boy. Let's do 20 years right now, even though it's only been like 13.
Right now.
Let's do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You still got 7 years.
We still got some time to go.
Whew. Okay. Let's go. So true. Zayn dropped an amazing album. Nobody is listening. I was terrified to listen to this album. I didn't listen to it. I stayed up to listen to it Friday, and then I chickened out because I was scared I wasn't going to like it because people were setting such high expectations for me. They said Vibes was better than Entertainer, which is one of his songs off his last album, Icarus Falls. And that's one of my favorite songs that he's put out ever because it's so good. And Vibes was not better than Entertainer. And I said it. There, dox me. Don't dox me.
Lord, please don't dox her.
Please don't. I will cry. No, but this was good. I definitely have a couple favorites. I want to listen to it a couple more times because it's at the bottom of my ranking so far for his albums, but I know it'll rise up. I don't think it'll pass Icarus Falls. It'll probably easily pass oh my god, Mind of Mine,
whatever that other album is.
Yeah, the one with little baby him on the front. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. It had the same vibe throughout. It wasn't like anything crazy. I liked how he opened the album with the slam poetry thing. It was really different, and he's never done anything like that before. I really like how he experimented with this album. So true. Good job, Zayn.
I mean, I kind of expected to enjoy it a little bit more than I originally thought I was going to, simply because I enjoyed Vibes. But I mean, I thought this album was all right. I'm not like a stan like Glory, so I'm not gonna go back and be like, oh my god, it's so true, I'm gonna go listen to this 150 million times. But like, I can give him the thing that like, yeah, I liked it enough to like be like, yeah, you know, there were a couple of songs on here like Windowsill. Oh my sweet Jesus. Oh my god. Oh fucking hell. That was
probably a good song, but I can't listen to it on repeat.
No, he just said the same line over and over again.
Yeah.
And then there was that one song with a feature on it that felt like it was her song with him featuring on it, because he just kind of like, typically when it's your song and you have a feature on it, you open up the song, whereas his feature opened up the song, which is strange to me.
Yeah.
But like, that's not me saying the song was bad. I just thought that like that felt more like it would belong on her project, not his.
Yeah, that makes sense. I understand that.
But I think I'm going to go the safe bet here and just say Vibes was my favorite, because that's the only song I've heard more than once, and the only song I remember other than the ones I didn't like. Yeah. So we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, wait, since you said your favorite, I'm going to say my favorite too. Oh my god.
Unfrickable.
Unfrickwittable was good, and River Road was good. Tightrope was very good. Outside was okay. Are you talking about When Love's Around? Because I think, that's the one you're talking about.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Because he had a couple of features on there, whichever one.
He had two.
Yeah.
Devlin? I'm sorry, I feel like I butchered that. And Sid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Sid one that she opened it. So, yeah.
But, very good. So true. Better's still my favorite, even though that might change. I feel like I'll get yelled at for that because it was the lead single, and you're not supposed to like the lead single, because then you're a fake fan and you didn't actually listen to the album. I just really like Better. I have like 400 streams just on that one song, so I think I like it a little bit.
I think just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You got the last one.
So Yumi at 6 dropped an album, Sucker Punch. I mean, it was like, what, pop meets mumble rap kind of fusion thing, and like for what they're doing, it was solid. But I just felt like there was a lot of filler in this album.
I get that. Yeah,
like there was that one track very early on that was like a minute and a half long that they just like kept on saying the same fucking thing, and it like faded out like with TV static, and then another track started. I don't know the name of it, and I could not for the life of you go find it. But there was that, I kind of described it, I think, pretty well. So there was like that track, and then a couple other ones where I was just like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing here.
Wait, are they the band that had like, I don't know if it was dogs barking. Somebody had like an animal or something and maybe like honking. I don't know. There was an artist that had like some sort of animal at the end of their song and then it faded into another one. I can't remember who.
I don't know.
But I liked this album.
Yeah,
I can understand what you're saying about filler, just
Uh-huh.
like a little bit, but it was good. I liked the title track. I remember I paused and I was like, "Yo, this one slaps."
Yeah, there were definitely a couple of standouts on here. Glasgow or whatever it was. I just saw the song name and I was like, this one's going to be my favorite, and it wound up being a pretty okay song.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was a good one, and there were a couple other ones obviously on the record that were good, but I just feel like there were definitely some misses on here. But it was solid for what they were doing, which is like that pop meets mumble rap kind of bullshit, whatever. Because they did both. So that's all the tunes we got tonight.
I'm still very embarrassed that Vanna Void liked the tweet of us saying click this link to see this bang these bands moms. Because that was probably Frank.
Yeah.
What do you think it was Tyler? I'm pretty sure Frank runs the Twitter.
Yeah, but Tyler seems like he's more online. We should ask Tyler.
We should ask who runs the account. Who should I be embarrassed? Well, should I be embarrassed? Because I feel like Tyler knows us more than Frank, so I feel like I wouldn't be as
talk
embarrassed.
To him for 10 minutes. We're basically best friends.
Except besties, you know. Yeah. God, that hurts. Okay.
So we banged everybody on this podcast mom.
Yep.
And that spider that I think I killed.
Yep.
So yeah, you can follow us on Twitter, Good Noise Podcast.
Oh God, what am I gonna say?
Good_noise_cast. You got the Instagram, it's Good Noise Podcast. Twitch, it's Good Noise Podcast. You can go sub to us over there if you feel so inclined to give us a couple dollars a month. But you can also follow us, that helps us out. We got YouTube, subscribe to us over there. 220 subs, we're like 2 away, and we just passed 10k views in total today, which is really cool. I got the email, I shit my pants. We got every single audio streaming platform ever, Good Noise Podcast, and all the merch is sold out, but we got some CDs left, and we got a bunch of digital albums on goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. We're going to be shipping everything out very, very soon. Once I have the shirts and posters and the leftover CDs in my hands, it will all be shipped out. So that's very exciting.
Jesus Christ.
Glory's got important plugs if she can find any, and then like, I don't know, make a bang your mom joke or something, because those have been funny lately.
Those have been really funny. Oh my God, we're about to hit 300,000 deaths. Okay, well, I think I'm going to focus on COVID today because this is stupid. No, I can't say that. That's inappropriate to say. But a lot of stuff has happened, but I'm going to focus on COVID because so much stuff has happened and I feel like I'm not educated enough on the topics to actually talk about it. And usually I try to look into them a little bit before I kind of yell about it on the podcast. So today we're talking about COVID. So apparently on January 17th, there were 169,641 cases in a day. That's a lot. And we're about to hit 400,000 deaths, and there are total 24.1 million cases. That's a lot. Wear your mask. And if you have the option to, get vaccinated. They're not going to put a chip in you. Shut up. Take your vaccine and protect your neighbors. Protect, like, people, your family, dude. Stop being so dense, thinking, oh my God, they're going to vaccinate us. Oh my God. Comparing it, we spoke about this earlier today where people were comparing the vaccine and just like COVID, what is it, like?
The handling
vaccine,
of it.
Yeah, just the handling of it to, what was it? The
Hitler.
The Holocaust.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the heck? You can't compare those two. Like, at all. You're the people, I find it so disrespectful. I feel like I'm not Jewish, but I feel like that's really disrespectful to compare how the government is trying to handle COVID to the Holocaust.
Yeah.
That's just stupid to me. Um Anyways, if you have the opportunity to, please get the vaccine. Even if you do get the vaccine, please continue to wear a mask. You're not immune, you're still going to be able to spread it. You just will not get the symptoms. That's the whole thing. Oh my god, dude. That's a lot of deaths. And it's only like the outbreak, it hasn't even been a year yet since like the actual like boom of it. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's preventable too. Well, to an extent, it's preventable. So just do what you can. Stay inside if you can, because there are essential workers. Stay safe. Get the vaccine if you have the opportunity to. Please keep in mind, like, senior citizens and people who are just like really susceptible to the virus because they're at risk. They're really at high risk. I have family who is at high risk, and I'm just trying, not like here family, but like, you know, grandparents and whatever. And it's just like the fact that people are selfish enough to be like, no, I'm gonna go see my family across the country for Thanksgiving because I want to, because that's what we usually do. You can take a second and just FaceTime them at your own house. It's not that big of a deal. Don't let it be your family's last Thanksgiving, dude. It's a big thing. Anyways, I think I'm done yelling. Just wear a mask. Black Lives Matter. I hate here. God, this world.
Yeah, wear your mask and tune in next week to watch us bang more moms.
All the moms. That's our goal for 2021.
Moms. We're banging so many moms this is 2021. That's what we meant when we were going to take over the world. We were banging everybody's mom. This can't be the clip 2 weeks in a row. I can't make the ending joke about the banging of the moms. I'm going to use the spider thing instead.
The spider thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you for tuning in. We have been the Good Noise Podcast. I have been Glory.
I have been Shane.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast, like I just said. Okay, goodbye. We'll see you next week.